My beloved child, don't skip before your mind wanders, before your breath changes, before you tell yourself this is just another message. Stay, because the fact that you are here, listening right now, is not random. Your presence in this moment is intentional. Your breath, your stillness, your curiosity, none of it is accidental. Something huge is unfolding for you. Someone, yes, someone you know, someone you never expected, someone whose reaction you may still be questioning. They were completely stunned after listening to what you said. And today, you are about to understand why. Listen closely. There comes a moment in every soul's journey when words spoken from truth, pain, or courage do more than communicate. They activate. They move through unseen layers of reality. They travel far beyond the ears and land directly into the soul of the one receiving them. You had that moment recently. You may have thought it was ordinary. You may have believed it was just a sentence, just a response, just you being honest for a brief second. But it was none of that. It was a turning point. The universe was watching when you spoke. Every word you released carried weight. Every vibration carried meaning. Every pause carried power. And the person who heard you felt it. They didn't just listen. They froze. Their mind went silent for a split second. Their heart reacted before logic could catch up. Their soul recognized something familiar, something it had been avoiding. That's why their reaction felt intense. That's why their energy shifted. That's why the moment didn't end when the conversation ended. Stay with me, my beloved child, because this truth goes deeper than you think. The way your voice trembled for just a moment, the calm that followed, the certainty you didn't even know you possessed. To you, it felt normal. To them, it felt like lightning. They replayed your words again and again in their mind. They analyzed your tone. They questioned your intention. They wondered how you managed to reach a place inside them no one else ever touched. They didn't know whether to feel afraid, inspired, exposed, or awakened. And here's the part you didn't see. When you spoke, something ancient inside them stirred, a truth they buried, a feeling they suppressed, a realization they ran from. Your words cracked it open, not because you tried, not because you planned it, but because your soul spoke louder than your fear. My beloved child, don't skip, because what you said did more than stun them. It changed them. Right now, they can't stop thinking about that moment. They can't unhear what you said. They can't return to who they were before hearing you. They smile on the outside. They act normal. They pretend nothing happened. But inside, something shifted permanently. You see, when words come from alignment, from a healed place, from a courageous place, they bypass defenses. They don't ask for permission. They enter directly. And that's exactly what happened. You think you speak casually, but your soul speaks authority. You think you're ordinary, but your energy leaves an imprint. They didn't just hear your words. They felt your growth, your clarity, your evolution. And the reason they were stunned is simple. They were not prepared for the version of you that showed up. They expected the old you, the predictable you, the one who explained, softened, adjusted, waited. But instead, they met someone grounded, someone honest, someone who didn't seek approval. And that shook them. Let me tell you the deeper truth. The universe has been preparing you quietly, through loss, through silence, through moments where you felt unseen and misunderstood. It healed you when you didn't realize healing was happening. It broke you when comfort would have kept you small. It rebuilt you without asking for your permission, not to make you flawless, but to make you powerful. And when you finally spoke your truth, even if it felt unplanned, that power surfaced. They saw it. They saw someone awakened, someone who could no longer be manipulated, someone who had outgrown old dynamics. And that realization stunned them more than your words ever could. Stay with me, my beloved child, because this moment is not ending here. Your words created a ripple, and ripples always return. That ripple is coming back to you with something significant. It may come as an apology you never expected, a confession you didn't ask for, a realization that finally changes behavior, or a new beginning disguised as closure. But one thing is certain, nothing will remain the same. Their silence was not indifference. It was processing. Their reaction was not confusion. It was awakening. The moment you spoke, their soul recognized something real, something undeniable, something tied to destiny. Your voice carries truth. Your presence carries alignment. Your words carry consequence. And right now, the universe is rearranging pieces around you. Situations are shifting. Timelines are adjusting. People are being repositioned. You may not see it yet, but movement has already begun. The person who was stunned by your words is standing at a crossroads. They can no longer pretend they didn't feel what they felt. They can no longer return to ignorance. They are questioning everything they believed about you. They thought they had you figured out. They thought you were simple to understand, predictable, comfortable, but your truth shattered that illusion. Now they realize they never truly knew you. You grew in silence. You evolved without announcement. You healed without validation. And your words exposed the warrior you became in private. They are replaying that moment like a scene they can't escape. Your tone, your calm, your strength. It revealed a light in a room they kept locked for years. And here is where destiny steps in, because moments like this are never accidental. This is when the universe says, watch closely. Your energy has changed. Your presence has shifted. You are no longer trying to be understood. And that makes you magnetic. They are trying to act unaffected, trying to convince themselves it meant nothing. But deep down, they know everything changed the second you spoke. Their heart paused. Their thoughts collided. Their emotions froze. They were not ready for you, but destiny was. And now something massive is approaching your life. The universe is aligning a moment, a conversation, a realization, an encounter. Your words were the trigger. Your energy was the key. And the door is opening. Behind that door is clarity, truth, and a shift that cannot be undone. Here's the most shocking part. They weren't stunned by what you said. They were stunned by who you are becoming. You are evolving beyond the version of yourself they felt comfortable with. You are stepping into power they cannot control. And when someone witnesses your transformation before even you fully realize it, their soul reacts. Because they know something they haven't admitted yet. They can't treat you the same anymore. They can't underestimate you again. They can't pretend they didn't feel your strength. And soon, the universe will place them in a moment where they must choose fear or honesty, distance or truth, ego or alignment. Whatever they choose will shape your next chapter. Stay with me, my beloved child, because you are standing at the edge of something extraordinary. And the revelation that's coming next will strike your soul like lightning. Your soul brought you here for a reason. This message is not entertainment. It is alignment. Every word you hear is woven into your path. The universe wants your attention now, because what's unfolding behind the scenes is bigger than you realize. The person who was stunned by your words is no longer the same. Your voice didn't just reach their ears. It reached their conscience. They are questioning their choices, their behavior, their distance. They are remembering moments they overlooked. They are recognizing value they ignored. And the silence between you now feels louder than any argument ever did. Their reaction wasn't emotional alone. It was spiritual. Something inside them recognized that your presence in their life is purposeful. And destiny does not let go easily. My beloved child, don't skip. Because soon, very soon, the person who froze at your words will take a step they've been resisting. A step toward truth. A step toward clarity. A step toward you. And when they do, a chapter you thought was closed may reopen, not to repeat the past, but to reveal something entirely new. You are entering a phase where your energy attracts what is meant for you effortlessly. Those who doubted you will feel respect. Those who mistreated you will feel regret. Those who underestimated you will see clearly. And the one who was stunned by your truth will return changed. My beloved child, stay till the end, because what's coming next will finally make everything make sense. And when it does, you will understand. Your words were never just words. They were a message, a mirror, a catalyst. And this is only the beginning. Don't skip. Stay with me, because the moment you're standing in right now is not ordinary. It's not random, and it's not repeating itself again. Your soul was guided here for a reason. Your truth didn't just land in their ears. It went deeper than that. It entered the places they worked hardest to protect. Your calm didn't soothe them. It disturbed them. Your strength didn't inspire them. It exposed them. And your presence did something even more powerful. It forced them to confront feelings they had been running from for far too long. While they may look composed on the outside, something inside them has not been at peace since the moment you spoke. They are replaying it. Not once, not twice, but over and over again. Your tone, your choice of words, the stillness in your energy, the certainty in your voice. They are questioning themselves now, their decisions, their distance, their silence. They are questioning why, after all this time, the connection still feels alive, so undeniable, so intense, so unfinished. And here's what the universe wants you to understand before we go any further. That moment was not an accident. Your words weren't random. Your timing wasn't coincidence. Your strength wasn't something you happened to step into. It was alignment. It was destiny speaking through you. Don't scroll, because right now, this person is standing at a crossroads they didn't plan to reach. One path pulls them backward, toward old patterns, emotional distance, avoidance, fear. The other path pulls them forward, toward truth, healing, vulnerability, and you. And whether they admit it or not, your words push them closer to the second path. They felt it, that subtle internal shift, that quiet resistance breaking, that moment where their defenses cracked just enough to let truth in. They may not show it yet. They may not speak yet, but something inside them has awakened. And once something awakens at the soul level, it cannot be put back to sleep. While they pretend to be unaffected, their soul is restless. Their nights are heavier, their thoughts louder, their silence more crowded than ever before. They keep returning to the same realization. You didn't say anything dramatic. You didn't demand anything. You didn't chase. And yet, you shook them. Because here's the truth most people don't understand. Real power doesn't scream. It doesn't beg. It doesn't force. It stands calmly in truth. And that's what stunned them. Your voice carried a certainty they don't have yet. Your energy carried a peace they lost long ago. Your presence carried a strength they didn't expect you to own. And now they're realizing something that both fascinates and terrifies them. You have grown. You've become someone they can't read, someone they can't predict, someone they can't control, and most importantly, someone they can't forget. Don't skip. Stay with me. Right now, they're fighting two forces inside themselves. One force is fear. Fear of vulnerability, fear of exposure, fear of admitting what they feel, fear of facing the truth your words awakened. But the second force, the stronger force, is pulling them toward you relentlessly. It pulls them back to that moment your words landed, back to the realization that you are different, back to the truth they tried to ignore. They distract themselves. They stay busy. They act normal. But every time the noise fades, they return to the same place. The moment you spoke from alignment. And here's something they will never admit out loud. Your words made them see themselves. Your honesty reflected their hidden emotions. Your presence showed them what they've been missing. And now, they cannot unsee it. They can't undo it. They can't erase it. The universe is pushing them through a transformation. And you were the trigger. Your voice was the mirror. Your truth was the awakening. And now they're realizing they have unfinished business with you. A conversation left incomplete. A truth left unspoken. A connection left unresolved. Don't skip, because something powerful is being arranged behind the scenes. The universe doesn't move loudly. It moves inevitably. A moment is forming, silent but unavoidable. A message, a sign, a conversation, a sudden crossing of paths. Something will pull them back into your orbit with a force they cannot resist. You think this is over, but destiny knows it's not. Stay with me, because the energy around you right now is different, heavier, deeper, more intentional. Your destiny is breathing through every word of this message. And if you walk away too soon, you'll miss the shift that's already in motion. Come closer. The person who was stunned by your words is experiencing something they can't explain to themselves. Your truth didn't shake them once. It keeps shaking them. Every day, every night, every quiet moment. They thought they could ignore it, but your truth has become louder than their thoughts. Here's the real reason they were stunned. You spoke from alignment, from growth, from self-respect, from purpose. And they felt the gap between who they are and who you've become. That realization hits harder than anger ever could. Don't skip, because right now, they are realizing something deeply uncomfortable. They fear losing you, not because they don't care, but because they care more than they're ready to admit. Your growth intimidates them. Your confidence unsettles them. Your silence teaches them. And your strength forces them to face themselves. They didn't expect this. They didn't expect to be affected so deeply. They didn't expect your truth to sound like destiny calling their name. But now they know. They can't ignore it. They can't outrun it. They can't pretend this connection was meaningless. Stay, because destiny is preparing a moment where everything inside them will overflow. A moment when silence becomes impossible. A moment when truth demands expression. The pressure inside them is building, and their energy is already returning to you. You are closer to the turning point than you realize. The moment where their stunned silence transforms into undeniable truth. Don't skip, because now we enter the final unfolding. The person who tried to move on couldn't. The person who tried to bury the feeling failed. The person who tried to act unaffected cracked. Your words didn't fade. They became a mirror they couldn't stop looking into. And what they see now is clarity. They are realizing the depth of the connection they downplayed, the value of the bond they minimized, the loss they risk if they stay silent. You may not see it externally, but internally, they are asking themselves questions they never had the courage to face. Why did your words affect them so deeply? Why does their heart react when they think of you? Why does your silence feel louder than conversation? Why does the distance feel heavier than closeness? Because your presence in their life was not accidental. You were placed there to awaken something they buried long ago. And now that buried truth is rising. Here's the twist. They are not just thinking about you. They are thinking about what they must do next. The universe has closed every escape route. Only clarity remains. Only truth remains. Only you remain. Stay with me, because their next move is already forming. They are not walking away. They are not forgetting. They are not ignoring. Destiny is pulling them back, quietly, powerfully, irresistibly. And when they return, it will not be casual. It will not be accidental. It will be intentional. They will come back changed, not confused, not distant, not guarded, but awakened, ready to speak what they couldn't before, ready to face what they avoided, ready to admit what they hid. You were never forgotten. You were the awakening. You were the turning point. You were the truth they couldn't outrun. A chapter is returning to you, not to repeat the past, but to rewrite it, to heal it, to elevate it, to transform it. Be patient. What's coming next will not whisper. It will arrive clearly, and when it does, you will understand why the universe kept you here. Stay open, stay grounded, stay aligned, because destiny is not done with you yet. And this time, it's coming straight toward you.